this Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. It is now 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Commissioner, as always. Cynthia, can we get a roll call, please?
Tomich. Here. Kubaki. Here. Mosley Shelton.
Here.
Myricks.
Here.
Poppridge.
Here, for the record, all 5 are present. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None at this time.
Okay. Brings us to number 5, staff report. We have Ann Taylor here tonight. Thanks.
Thank you. Staff report for today, August 19th. Our staff has been, we sent out the first batch of purchase agreements for the Hammond Redevelopment-owned residential lots. The commission will be seeing more of these agreements soon for your review and approval. I believe 2 of them might be on the agenda for today. We continue, along with economic development, to have meetings with developers, both industrial, commercial, and mixed-use residential developers who are looking to invest in Hammond. When these projects come close to fruition, I will definitely keep you updated. There was an art-focused event in downtown Hammond this past Friday evening. It was hosted by the Art Table, who is a new tenant at the Indiana building, and it was focused on portraits by local artists. Around 300 people came over the evening, and the event was located in what we are tentatively calling Arts Alley. It's the alley that is located behind the Toll Theater, and it was a great event for the city. We actually hung some string lights back and forth down the alley that will be located permanently there. It really lights up the area and looks really great, so great event for the city. Our next Mayor's Night Out for the 4th District will be next Wednesday, the 27th, at O'Bannon Elementary. 6:30 is the start time. And if I haven't mentioned this, and you probably know this, but if the commission has any questions for me after the staff report or want me to look into anything for our next meeting, please reach out to me and I can do that for you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 then is our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. We have 2 applicants.
Good afternoon, Commission. We have Carlos, who is going to receive $4,481 to purchase 7424 Colorado Avenue.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Gutierrez. How are you?
Good afternoon, how are you?
Yes, this is Carlos.
This is Carlos. Yes, Kendra's right here, yes.
You said we had one, I said we had 2.
Well, if you want
One
to
at
do
a
them,
time.
all right, we can do them both. Yeah, bring 'em.
Just didn't want to be left out. So we just always ask a couple of simple questions, nothing hard, no trigonometry, nothing like that.
All right.
So how did you hear about our program?
Live in Hammond, I rent, so just word to mouth.
Are you a first-time home buyer?
Yes, sir.
May I ask who's your realtor?
Her name is Kristen. She works for, I think she's independent now.
Now, we as realtors got to do a better job of that because every time I ask somebody that, they're like, that's fine. Okay, I have no further questions.
Thank you.
And then up applicant is Ms.
Kendra, she will receive the $10,000 to purchase 6718 Tennessee.
Same question. How did you hear about our program?
My realtor, Lizzie Sanchez. She's independent.
And are you a first-time?
I'm sorry?
Are you a first-time home?
Yes, I am.
Does anyone else have any questions for Mrs. Well, Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Carlos Gutierrez at 7424 Colorado, Kendra Knowles. How you pronounce your last name?
Noiseless. Yes.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomage. That's for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Carlos Gutierrez at 7424 Colorado Avenue and Kendra Nolaz at 6718 Tennessee. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Number 7 is approval of Larson Danielson Construction Company Incorporated change order number 3 for Hammond Sportsplex renovation expansion project.
Good evening, Commissioners and
Good
staff.
evening.
So this is sort of drawn out, if you bear with me. This is additional concrete work that's being done at the Hammond Sportsplex. This board has approved the relocation of a water line that we didn't expect to be where it was. So you'd approved that prior. That water line was underneath the sidewalk, and so we had to tear out the sidewalk to put the water main in. I'm sorry, it was underneath the footer, and we had to move it to where the sidewalk was, so we tore the sidewalk out. Now we have to put the sidewalk back. So that's a portion of that work, and then the other portion is some nominal keyway work and rebar work that's being done inside the building. There is a 20, this is, so the change order is for $52,970.70. 20,000 of that work was a budget item that we had set aside for change order work under concrete. And then the remainder of the project is going to be funded through the remaining contingency that we have left on the project. So there's currently a contingency of about $254,000 that we have remaining. So we're going to use about $28,462 of that. And so it'll reduce our contingency to $221,354.42. So we'll have that money remaining still to complete the project. We're mostly done with the underground work, so hopefully those change orders will be diminished. We ask for your approval of this action, and I would try to answer any questions you might have.
None at this time, thank you.
Thank
City
you.
Engineer.
Mr. President, if there's no questions, I would like to make a motion for the approval of Larson Danielson Construction Company Incorporated change order number 3 for Hammond Sportsplex renovation expansion project.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomage, second by Commissioner Shelton. Can we have a roll call then, please?
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 8 is an approval of property agreement for the purpose of a temporary Holman Avenue Road construction staging area.
Thank you. So the property we're talking about is the Franciscan property, right? It's the old hospital property. They have a parking lot sort of south of Douglas on Holman, just sort of south of Douglas. And as you know, the hospital's been demolished. They're getting ready to turn over the property to the city. It was part of an agreement that the city had with Franciscan. But that probably won't happen until October or so. That's sort of the schedule we have to on the plan to convert to transfer the property to the city. So our contractor, Milestone, and really their subcontractor, Grimmer Construction, asked for a portion of the parking lot to be used as staging. Well, obviously Franciscan's the owner, so they're asking the owner for permission to stage equipment and materials on the site as part of our reconstruction of Holman Avenue Phase 2 between Russell Street and Douglas. And so they need an area to stage. That was, Franciscan's willing to do that. We want to make sure that because the property is transferring over to the civil city, that all of the parties who are involved in the property all sign off on that. So the contractor has agreed to it, the property owners agreed to it in principle. The Board of Public Works and Safety met last Thursday to approve that agreement that's in front of you. The Redevelopment Commission is a party to that contract, so that we know that when the property does transfer to us, that encumbrance of our contractor staging on the property is okay with us. So we're asking for your approval of the agreement, knowing that Franciscan and Ton and Blank still you have yet to sign it, and we believe they're in favor of that. So I'd ask for your approval of the agreement.
One question, Dean. As far as liability goes, if anything happens to their equipment while it's there, who's that liability on?
It's on the contractor. The subcontractor actually took out the liability insurance policy for that, so that's an awesome question. That insurance covers the existing property owner, the City of Hammond, and the Redevelopment Commission. Yep, so we have those documents all in place.
I have no further questions.
Thank you.
So if there are no further questions, I make a motion for the approval of the property agreement for the purpose of a temporary home and Avenue Road construction staging area.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Kabaki. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kabaki? Yes. Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myrick? Yes. Poppers?
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Okay, number 9 is an approval of offer to donate property for property commonly known as 4751 Oak Avenue.
Members of the commission, this offer to donate is for a piece of property that is directly north of the west parking lot for El Taco Real. So there's that parking lot, and then there's a lot, and then there's a home. And this is the lot that's between the parking lot and the next home. The owner had purchased this property. I think they were looking at potentially doing something with it for a while and decided that that was not feasible. So they are agreeing to donate this residential lot to the Redevelopment Commission, and then theoretically, once we receive it, we'll figure out kind of the best use, if it's another home, if it's a landscape barrier between the parking lot at El Taco Real and existing home that's there. But under this agreement, we would take control of the property, and then we'd have we could take our time and figure out what's the best use for it.
Mr. President, if there are no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of offer to donate property for property commonly known as 4751 Oak Avenue.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Shelton, second by Commissioner Tomich. With no further questions, roll call then, please.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kabaki? Yes. Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myrick? Yes. Poppers?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 10 is an approval of agreement to purchase real estate for the sale of Parish View Lot number 133034 170th Street.
Commissioners, this is the first in what I hope will be many purchase agreements on a redevelopment-owned residential vacant parcel in Hammond. This is to purchase 3034 170th Street in the Parish View area for $12,250. And I will say that there are covenants on this parcel from previous homes that the owner will be working closely with city planning to make sure it is the house that is most suited for this area. Thank you.
President, if there are further questions and discussions, I'd like to make a motion
Second.
A motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Kubaki. Let's have a roll call then.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Number 11, approval of agreement to purchase real estate for the sale of property commonly known as 6041 Columbia Avenue.
Again, we have another purchase agreement for HRC-owned parcel at 6041 Columbia. Again, this potential owner will work closely with city planning on any development of this parcel, and this purchase price is $5,500.
Mr. President, if there's no more discussion or questions, I make a motion for the approval of the agreement to purchase real estate for the sale of property commonly known as 6041 Columbia Avenue.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Kubaki, second by Commissioner Myrick. Let's have a roll call.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 12, it's an authorization to advertise a request for proposals for the sale of real estate for property commonly known as 2204, 2210, and 2216 Davis Avenue.
Commissioners, these 3 redevelopment-owned parcels are located where the former Fire Station Number 2 is located, right off of Calumet Avenue, in the area we call Clark Fields. We are looking to put this out to request authorization to advertise as for RFP for the final 3 homes at Clark Field. Cynthia and I have been getting a lot of interest at what else is available at Clark Fields, and these are the last 3, so I think we will get a great response to this.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. President, if there are no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the authorization to advertise a request for proposals for the sale of real estate for property commonly known as 2204, 2210, and 2216 Davis Street.
Second.
Okay, excuse me, a motion's been made by Commissioner Shelton, second by Commissioner Talmadge. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Mr. President, if there are no further questions.
If you want to
at
resend
this-
street to avenue, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. It's, for the record, it's Davis Avenue, not street, but,
Thank you.
okay, let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes. Okay, number 13 is Jacob Square Residential Housing Development Program Report.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
Dan Bowditch, would you love to come up? Sorry. Thank you.
Good afternoon, members of the commission, Mr. President. The report that was provided to you is a preliminary report. It is a residential housing development program. Just a quick overview, under Section 53 of the redevelopment law allows for residential housing development programs to be prepared and established in advance of a declaratory resolution, approving a redevelopment project area and a redevelopment plan for the area, or an economic development area, or an economic development plan, in this case, redevelopment area redevelopment plan. A declaratory resolution may be considered after the acceptance of the program and finalization for after statutory review. So the report that we've prepared is the Jacob Square Residential Housing Development Program. That program anticipates the infill housing, or a citywide, consistent with the citywide infill housing improvement program, on plus or minus 40 acres. The area is on page 3, generally on the north Fayette Street, south Carroll Street, east Beale Street, and on the west Soul Avenue, typically known as the Jacob Square neighborhood. The intent is to develop on vacant properties that are currently owned by the Redevelopment Commission, approximately 35 units of market value between $150,000 to $250,000 per dwelling unit, and the existing rehabilitation of existing structures and homes based upon the program. The anticipated public costs for the project are about $1.25 million. The anticipated investment for the 35 units and rehab is estimated to be about anywhere between 7 to 8 million, so it's about almost a $9 to $9.5 million investment in that neighborhood. The leverage of the investment from public to private is about $7.40 for every dollar of public investment. The units themselves are anticipated to generate about $1,500 to $2,000 in taxes, and as part of the residential housing development program, it does allow for the allocation of incremental revenue to be used for the public costs that would generate anywhere between $40,000 to $50,000 a year for incentivizing the residential homes, either through the Redevelopment Commission process or developing public parks or paying for the public improvements anticipated in the area. So the program before you is preliminary. The intent is that once it is accepted over the next 2 to 3 weeks, it would be further vetted through the Department of Planning and Community Development with Brian Poland, as well as the commission staff, to ensure that it is consistent with the official documents and plans for the city, so that at a September 2nd or September 15th Redevelopment Commission meeting, we can bring back to you a finalized plan with a full economic development analysis on a tax increment revenue pro forma. In addition to that, that officially would start a 30-day period by statute, at which time we have to send the report to the Lake County Assessor as the assessing official for North Township. We would have to send that to or notify all the real property owners in the redevelopment housing development program area, and identify, which we have in the report, the overlapping taxing units, being the county, the school, the library, the township, city, I think I said the library, and any other overlapping taxing units of the program. After that 30-day period, you then can consider a declaratory resolution, which would then work out to be about your October 21st meeting. So the intent is to have everything confirmed by December, your December 2nd or 16th. So this evening is really a submission of the preliminary report for your review over the next 2 weeks to get comments into Ann or the staff, and we'll incorporate those. Or if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to call me. I'd be more than happy to take your questions, input, but then work with Brian to get this all finalized and work with staff to get it finalized. There's no action that needs to be taken tonight. It's just part of the process that we have to formally submit it to you for acceptance and to move on with the program. Other than that, if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer those.
Just have one. So I know
Yes.
the boundary says east of Calumet. So does that encompass both sides of Calumet? Just
No,
one
it's
side?
really Beale Street, but because it's 2 blocks of Beale Street from Carroll to Fayette, the southern half of Beale Street is only the west side, and I'm sorry, I got to get this right. It's both sides of the street, but on the other side, it's only one side of the street because the Calumet Avenue development, and that's in the City Hall redevelopment area. So it's just a general boundary that I gave as far as Beale Street.
And the type of housing, it's going to be single-family and townhomes? Is that what's
Single,
proposed?
the intent was single family, let me get to the page here. The intent was single-family, market value, townhomes, or rehabilitated homes, consistent also with the architecture of the
The
neighborhood.
neighborhood.
Yes.
As the commissioners may recall, during our master plan process, Jeff Speck identified Jacob Square as a downtown neighborhood in need of revitalization. So we started with the building of Windridge Park, that little pocket park right in the middle of Jacob Square. We worked over a year or so to combined parcels, so we have buildable lots. We put out a great RFP for Jacob Square. We're working with developers now to do this infill housing. So we thought, why don't we talk to Dan, see if we can establish Hammond's first residential TIF to capture some of that increased increment that we can then put back into the neighborhood with sidewalks, lighting.
Any public improvements.
Any public improvements.
Yes. Or, for example, to financially incentivize the development of the homes, whether that is the connection of the sanitary sewer water from the home to the lateral, that is sometimes a larger cost, or any landscaping that may need to be done along the parkways. Okay. Exactly. That's the intent, that the architectural character would remain the same. And when I spoke with Brian Poland, he wanted to make sure that there were design guidelines, albeit broad, but design guidelines to keep the standards similar to what the neighborhood character is. You don't want to be putting in a 3-story McMansion in Jacob Square. No. So if it's more information, it's just making the information available to you for review, so that we can get comments and finalize this for your September meeting, whether that's the 2nd or the 17th, I believe
Yep.
it was.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you,
Oh,
Dan.
you're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate working with everybody here.
Yeah. I'll just say, yeah, this area too, technically could still be walkable to downtown.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bowditch. All right, then, look forward to seeing that here in the next few meetings. Number 14 is our bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, if there are no questions or comments about the bills, I would like to make a motion to approve the register of claims for the Redevelopment Commission. The claims beginning with claims dated 7/31/25 and ending with claims dated 8/13/25, claim number R67460 through R67532, inclusive.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomage, second by Commissioner Myrick. That's the register of claims dated July 31st, 2025 through August 13th, 2025. Claim R67460 through claim R67532 inclusive. Is there any questions or concerns on these claims for staff? Okay, roll call then, Cynthia.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick. Yes. Hopper.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Number 15 is new and unfinished business.
None at this time.
Okay. And brings us to number 16, public comment. I will open that up now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, you may do so now. We'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, then, public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Can we get a number 17?
Mr. President, make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have